We're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey.
Yesterday morning when we came on, you was tripping while I was sitting here docile.
Oh,
But this morning, that's not going to be the case. Come.
okay. That's what happened.
I watched it. That's what I saw. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. You got something to do, and your life matters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
We're
right.
looking forward to having you here on this fantastic Friday. You know what we do on Fridays. We love to hear about you. So we ask you to shout it out. We're going to be right back. And we are going to be talking about self-care because...
And beauty tips. Do you have some?
Yeah, I kind of left off the beauty tips because I didn't know where you were going with that, but
I
okay.
want to hear their beauty tips like we did the scrub thing. Self-care and beauty tips. That's what I want to hear.
All right. We'll be back in a moment.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to you each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning again. So you getting your metrosexual on?
Well, maybe get a tip or two because I thought about it. I was thinking maybe we should have like a an image consultant on or a beauty tips person on. And then I remembered an episode of Different Strokes.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you went back 40 years for that?
I went back to Different Strokes. Remember Different Strokes? Arnold,
yeah,
and Willis, and Mr. Drummond and Miss Garrett. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Was Miss Garrett on there? Miss
Yes.
Garrett was on Facts of Life.
No, she was on the house. She was the housekeeper there first.
Okay, cool. So there was this one episode where Arnold and Willis and some other person was talking about how they stay good looking. There was at least one segment of it. And little Arnold says, I don't have, and Willis wasn't around. He goes, I don't have any beauty tips, but Willis does. Willis actually tapes his ears down at night so they don't stick out the next day.
Okay.
And then everybody got the big laugh, right? So good morning, Dr. Beverly. Today we're going to talk about self-care and beauty tips. Do you have any beauty tips? Any beauty rituals? Like I used to have beautiful, pretty skin most of my adult life.
You still do?
Well, I have some challenges now lately. And I thought my beauty tip was only hot water on my face at night. Okay. No soap, just hot water on my face at night. Okay. That's what I thought worked. But lately I've been getting these blackheads and stuff like that on my face. So I said to my wife, I said, baby, I need I think I said it a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I think I need to get a facial because back when I was younger, I used to get a facial every couple of weeks when I got my hair cut. My barber, she actually did a facial on me too. She was in her 60s. This woman had some old school methods.
The hot towel.
Yes, the hot towel. And she would rub it all in and everything, and like some gel and some goop and do all that stuff. And by the time I got out of her chair, my face was radiant and my head was beautiful, you know.
She greased you up.
She greased me up. But I haven't done that in a long time. So that was like a self-care thing, you know.
Dr. Beverly says, good morning. It is by the grace of God that I'm on here today, so I better sit down and take notes. My phone is off because I just didn't go pay the bill, and of course they don't open until 10 a.m. But I'm here today, so let me take some notes.
And share your tips too. Yeah, and share your tips too. Speaking of, got to go pay the bill because you just didn't pay it. You know, was it Tuesday, Monday? This week, Lisa got one of these scam calls.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about it. We never did talk about it. I did. I got a scam call, and they were very, very persuasive.
Good morning, Pastor George Allen.
Oh, excuse me.
Speaking of Power Couple, we was on a, well, let me finish this first, and then we're going to talk about Power Couple, because Lisa and I got a chance to be interviewed as a Power Couple last night.
Yes. So was it Tuesday this week?
Yes, Tuesday. Lisa get a call, and what they say when you got on the phone?
They called and they said, this is Duke Energy, and that we're calling to let you know that your electricity is going to be turned off within the next 30 minutes if you do not pay the past due balance. Now, understand, I had paid the bill, but the way they called me, it took me off guard.
And in our business, it's like, it's possible we could have skipped that bill, right?
Right. I might have overlooked that bill. I was like,
But
what? And they said, no, you haven't paid the bill or whatever. I actually looked through my account to find the payment as I was talking to them, and I didn't find, but again, I overlooked it again.
Mm-hmm. So then Lisa gets out of her office. She comes to my office and says, Brian, we got to pay the Duke Power bill in the next 30 minutes or they're going to come shut it off.
So he's like, well, pay it. And I said, well, no, they say you can't pay it.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said, what do you mean they're going to cut it off in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And I said, how much is it? And then you said, like,
they said $398.80.
$398.
Now that's crazy. First of all, is our bill ain't never that high, and that would have to be almost 3 bills.
Right. So I call up Duke Power.
Hey, okay. Bill.
I get Duke Power on the line, Deborah. And I said, when is our bill due? And they said October the 1st. Okay. So
October the 4th.
October the 4th. I said, baby, hang up. That's a scam. Okay, they're scamming you. But she was still talking to them. And then I said, well, I just called Duke Power. And Duke said to Lisa, I am Duke Power. Okay, we're coming out there and eventually pay this bill. And they wanted her to use some
convoluted system. Because I'm like, listen, if I got to pay this bill again and get it straightened out later, I don't want to lose my electricity. So let me just go online and pay it, right? So I'm just going to go to Duke Energy and do the online pay. And he says, well, no, you can't do that.
Because you're past the day.
Because you're past due and they're going to be there in 30 minutes unless we put the stop order on it.
I'm like, Duke Power doesn't need all of that. So then I called Duke back again after I asked them what was when we ordered our bill. And I said, are we in a cutoff status? And she goes, did you get a phone call? I says, yes. She says, did they say they're going to cut off your power in the next 30 to 45 minutes? I said, yeah. She goes, that is a scam. And I was like, Lisa, hang up. It's a scam.
So I'm at this point, I'm just talking to this guy now, right? So I'm still talking to him. He still thinks that I'm listening, that I'm getting ready to pay this bill. He tells me, listen, I want you to listen, because if this ever happens to you, I want you to hang up and I want you to call your Duke Power people, right? So he tells me, all right, hold on. He goes, doo-doo-doo-doo. They play the whole music and everything, the elevator music. He's got it on fleek. He said, all right, I just spoke to the representative that's en route to your house, and I told him that I'm talking to you now to get this resolved.
Wow.
And then he says, so here's what you need. Here's what you need. You need to go to the online payment center physically because you are scheduled for shut off right now. And in order to be able to get that confirmation number, you're going to have to call me back at this number within this amount of time. So they said, now, what's your zip code that you are at? Because when he said, what's your zip code? I immediately said, you got the bill.
Yeah. So,
right. So then he says, well, what is the zip code you're at? So I give him my zip code. He said, what's your zip code you're at right now? Because you have to get there and call me back within 30 minutes. Right. He took my I gave him the zip code. He says, okay, there is a Food Lion by you. I need you to go to the Food Lion and I need you to get the Duke Energy green form. And you need to get the, you need to go up to the front and you need to go put money on it. And then you need to call me back. Now, it was not a Duke Energy green form because he actually even sent me a picture of it after. It was a money dot, a green dot money card. Duke Energy don't need a green dot money card.
Right.
They got a whole live system set up for it. But anyway, so we hung up and we didn't get the money taken out. But I just want you to know that there are so many scams. And there was 2 representatives, not just one. There were 2. One was the first one who connected with me, and the second one was the one that he was transferred to. And it was a whole elaborate scheme. Now, Dr. Beverly has two comments. She was first responding to the self-care, because this is self-care and beauty tips. We're just sharing.
We're going to talk about self-care and beauty tips, because I know everybody has their own little beauty tips.
Yes.
And I'm hoping you're willing to share.
Yes.
Okay.
So she says, at the age of 37, I developed acne-prone skin, and I've never had any pimples growing up. Teenage years, nothing. During pregnancy, at the age of 37, I developed acne skin, so I'm battling with that. Of course, is going to lose. Amen. So then she goes on to tell us about the scam.
Is she telling us she's 37?
At 37, she developed it. She's still having
acne-prone skin. Okay, yes. Cool.
So the reason why you're getting that call, I learned in the past 6 months, is because customer service has been outsourced outside people
selling your personal information,
who have access to our credit line, our social security numbers. Thank you. And the last 4 digits of getting our credit reports and credit card information, address, phone numbers, personal bills, debt, and blah, blah, blah. Old or past. So when people say you can pay a certain amount of money to stop robocalls, it's not true. That's a scam as well. Scams.
There's so many scams.
Chef Rev says, I love those calls. My wife works for Duke, and when I say that, they hang up. So Dr. Beverly says, there's also a scam when you go into your Play Store and download something. You need to close off your location. You stayed on the phone with him longer than 15 minutes, and that's how they locked into your location. No, I told them where I was. I actually gave them my location. But nevertheless, it was some foolishness.
But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about your, how do you take care of yourself physically? Now, again, I used to be so much better at it than I am. I used to get a full body massage every couple of weeks. It's been years since I've had a full body massage done by a professional. There's this place in Raleigh, North Carolina, baby. It's called Raleigh Therapeutic Massage. And it's a system that they use. It's not just walk in, get your massage, and walk out. Oh, no. You got to go by the whole game. So you go in, it's like nice aromatherapy when you first walk in, and dim lighting, okay, and nice candles and everything everywhere. So you go ahead and it's all full body massage, okay? So when you first go in, check in and all that kind of stuff. If you have a favorite person, you can request that person, or if you have a preference, whether you want a man or a woman, okay? And I'd always prefer a woman rubbing me down like that, and after a while, I had a favorite one. So first you go in and you take a shower, okay? You take your shower first and towel off. And then after your shower, then you go and you sit in I think it's either the shower, then the massage. No, it's the shower first, then the massage, towel off, then the massage. Then you have to go into
a relaxation room.
Not yet. You got to go to a steam first. You got to go to either a steam or a sauna first. You get that after the massage, and then you take another shower, and then you still can't leave. Then you have to go into like a relaxation room, like a detox room, where all the chairs are like giant potato chips on the floor, and they're spaced out and everything. So you kind of have to sit in this potato chip position for a while, listening to that music.
Is other people in the room with you?
It could be, yeah.
No, thank you.
Yes, but you're dressed by now.
I don't care if I'm dressed or not. I don't want to be co-located with anybody else relaxing.
Well, that's how it was at the place that I went to. It took 2 hours to get a massage, on a 1 hour massage, okay? Mm-hmm. It's 2 hours. And then when you come out of there, your whole thing is glowing. Did used to say, oh my God, I love when you come back from that place. Because the way I looked, so I did go in the shower.
One of the wives.
One of my ex-wives. So
he does the most.
But anyway, that was self-care. Now, a couple of nights ago, I've been saying to Lisa, I think I need a facials because I'm getting these blackheads on my face. I'm noticing them, and I still have them. So she recommended, she went looking for her facial stuff in the bathroom, but she found this scrub in a jar. Mm-hmm. She gave me this scrub, and then she told me to scrub it in. And she was looking for a mask. She gave me this scrub, and I was like, okay, do I need to let it sit or anything? She said, no, you can. I said, I need soap in my face after the scrub. So I used the scrub, and then after the scrub, she had this lotion that she wanted me to use and mix it with a little bit of oil, okay, and rub that in and rub that on my face. So, and then my skin was nice. It was smooth. I can notice a difference in it already. So that was a beauty thing. Okay, I did that right before bed 2 nights ago. And last night I did it again, the whole thing again. I did the scrub, but I didn't put the oil on this time. I didn't think that I needed the oil, just the cream.
So I use the oil because I'm very, very dry, and that's why I recommended it. So I mix the oil with the cream.
And plus, the oil doesn't have a droplet or anything like that. It's very, very careful about it with it. So I didn't use the oil last night, but I did use the scrub 2 nights in a row.
You're shining.
I think so.
Glistening.
I think my skin is more radiant, you know.
It's exfoliated.
It's exfoliated, yeah. And I haven't put lotion on today.
You haven't put lotion on?
No.
Oh, you shining.
I have no lotion on either.
Bill says, oh, wow, I'll be sharing a post today saying fear is the enemy of truth. I currently believe when I'm in a state of fear, I'm unable to hear the truth. I think fear can mask the truth.
Well, that's true. But another thing fear does about the truth, they let people more susceptible to accept things as the truth.
Yeah,
that's why things like Hitler and those doom and gloomers, because and if you go back to Goebbels and Hitler, the bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. So they told big lies and kept repeating the big lies because they believe that when people are afraid or when they're scared about something and it's a big lie, they believed it, and they made the people more malleable. They'll do anything when they're afraid and believe in big lies.
I agree. I think that definitely plays a part. I think there's a lot of that being used these days.
Mm-hmm.
But
Bill,
what are your self-care and beauty tips?
Bill, and you have one. We all have one or two, or a ritual that we do.
I don't know that I have beauty tips or self-care tips.
You do too.
Okay. Like?
Even the way you put your makeup on.
Yeah.
There's a system that you use. A system used to prepare your skin that makes the makeup work better, right? We used to do the morning makeup and motivation. And a lot of people like that morning makeup and motivations. You even gave people examples on how to put on their eyelashes. We even had people say to us that they learned how to put on eyelashes watching your morning makeup and motivation talk. So there's stuff that you do
that I may just take for granted
to make yourself prettier. So that's what I want to talk about today. Do you have any beauty tips or self-care tips? Maybe this is a sign of my age, but I get heel cracks now at age 53. So I've even had to buy products to take care of my feet. And I have my wife help me too a lot of times. Most of the time I can do it myself. But I bought an extra long-handled hummus stick. So
hummus?
Pumice.
After the shower, he's not putting hummus on his feet.
After the shower, I have to use this stick to like scrape my heels, right heel and left heel. And then I got this like a band roll-on heel crack stick. So after I scrape, I got to use the stick on both my heels and then get into bed. Okay, now that is me self-caring. Now, when I do that regularly, my feet look nice. Okay, but if I skip a day or 2 or 3 because of laziness, I don't feel like doing it tonight. Well, then I notice the next day or 2 or 3, or it's been a couple of days, it's not days, typically 2 or 3 days, I don't like how that heel looks anymore. Now I'm starting to get dry again. So I have to do this to maybe for the rest of my life to take care of my feet. Jesus.
Dr. Beverly says she's an oil of Olay Dove. She uses oil of Olay Dove. She makes her own black soap with witch hazel and aloe vera, and she makes her own body scrubs, and she makes her own body oil that melts into her pores and makes her look like she had a spa treatment. Once a month, I do a foot peel and I do a moisturizing hand treatment.
A foot peel.
He loves to hear about crap to try again. So just tell him all about your foot peel so he can be over here peeling his feet.
No, that's not what I was going to say. I saw something yesterday where it's like I don't know what it is. You put it on your foot. Looks like a big bandage or something. You put it on the sole of your foot, and you put on a sock, and you go to bed. Next day, you take off the sock, and that thing is coming out, has taken all the toxins out of your feet, and it's like dirty after you shower. And I've seen those things before, different kinds of things that you put on. Sometimes you wear them inside your shoe, and it's like sucking the toxins out of your feet.
Well, at the pedicure, they actually use a form of acid on the bottom of your feet And Chef Rev says again and again, drink water, 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 water. It does make water. It does wonders for your body.
Thank you.
More water. That's a body detox. All the cookie stuff comes out through your feet.
That's a bite. The cookie stuff comes out through your feet. I don't know what cookie stuff means.
I don't want to know.
I do.
I don't want to know.
What's cookie stuff?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't even want to have this conversation.
Chef, water. Lisa and I floated back and forth from a lot of water until I feel like I'm about to float away, and versus not as much water. Okay. Now here's the thing. I make sure that my wife has water every night by her bed, and I do too, because I believe that I sleep better when I drink water right before I go to bed. Like it's maybe a mindset thing. I think I sleep better if I even just a few swallows of water right before I lay down. I think I sleep better. But also maybe because of my age, I find myself now drinking less water because it's maybe I'm the only one, but the more water I drink, the more I got to go to the bathroom to pee. And I don't want to have to pee 45 times a day.
I drink a lot of water during the day. I mean, a lot of water during the day. I think I've gotten rid of all the bottles that you left in here. I end up going into your office and stealing bottles, and sometimes I bring bottles upstairs, but not usually.
But you don't have to steal bottles of water from me.
Bill says, although I believe personal beauty care is important, I believe self-care is personal and may have nothing to do with beauty care. Absolutely, I agree. That's why we have both.
The more we know about ourselves,
and beauty tips. The more we know about ourselves, the more we can fully take care of ourselves. Amen. Dr. Beverly says, and as far as foot peels, I'm learning how to make my own. Again, I use aloe vera juice, I use peroxide and regular aspirin. Interesting. Dr. Deborah says she uses a shea butter and aloe blend that she made for her feet. It also has tea tree oil and lavender in it. I use tea tree oil as well.
I like Dr. Beverly and Dr. Deborah stuff that they made for themselves. To me, that seems like the coolest thing. You're making some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, Chef Rev. He said make sure that it's room temperature or hot water. It's usually room temperature water.
I prefer room temperature water. I really do prefer it. So
I have always preferred it. I have always preferred room temperature water. As a matter of fact, one of our elders goes out of her way to make sure that people know I drink room temperature water.
Don't mess around.
Don't mess around.
Dr. Beverly says, Bill, I think self-care is beautiful. Don't you, Lisa? Don't you, Lisa? Your skin is beautiful because you're beautiful inside, and that water you drink helps. Amen. Amen. And I do believe water does help the skin. Like Chef Red was talking earlier, I do believe water matters because I've known women that were in advanced age and has very, very young skin, and people ask them all the time, "What's your beauty secret?" And they say, "Just drink more water."
Drink more water. I think it's important, but not only. So just all comments aside, I also believe that genetics have something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Genetics have something to do with it more often than not. I've never had any acne. I've never had any any splotches or anything like that with my skin, but neither has my mom. And I think I'm genetically predisposed to clearer skin and smoother skin.
I think genetics has something to do with acne, but then again, when I was a teenager, I had acne until I got me some. And then when I get some, the acne goes away. And if I wasn't getting any, I would get a pimple, but then I would just get some and my pimple will go away. And it was a rumor, if you're not getting any, you get acne. So I wanted to make sure that I kept my skin clear so that I was having sex often enough to not get acne. And it worked well enough for me to believe that there was a correlation. Now, it's hard to find a correlation when you look it up, because I remember looking it up and they said it had something to do with not washing your face properly and da-da-da.
I think acne is what is on the inside coming out or trying to come out, and it's just coming out a different way. But I don't know. That's not my area of expertise. None of this is, which is why I thought it was an interesting topic for you to choose, because I can't talk about it.
Yes, you can. You're holding out. We all got beauty tips and beauty secrets. Think of it that way, beauty secrets.
Yes, that you would have to have a secret. I don't have a secret. I don't have a secret. I don't.
Really?
What is my secret?
You have no beauty tips, no beauty suggestions.
I have no beauty secrets. All right, here's a beauty tip. Okay, since you're gonna put
do you
me on the
not
spot.
wax every now and then?
Well, that's not a beauty secret.
It doesn't have to be a secret.
If
but
you're a woman, don't be hairy. Get the stuff plucked and all of that.
That is self-care.
If you're over a certain age, you should wear color. You should wear color, because the older we get, the less of our natural color leaves us. It leaves our face, it leaves our skin. The undertones are different, but none of that is my area of expertise.
Okay. Well, that might be true for me, because I haven't been hashtagging go have sex. That's right. Go have sex, and your skin will be clearer.
Don't listen to him.
I'm telling you, the correlation I saw.
That was a teenage myth.
And it seemed to work. It seemed to work. In direct proportion, my skin was clear in direct proportion to how much I was getting.
All right. Maybe that's true. Maybe
we can encourage more adults.
Dr. Beverly says she needs some hair beauty secrets.
Okay.
There's a lot of hair beauty secrets.
Like what? Name one.
Moisturizing.
Like with what?
Well, whatever your hair needs. I mean, so for example, somebody, Julie Ray Hammondtree or Melissa, they wouldn't need to moisturize their hair the same way somebody like Dr. Beverly or Dr. Deborah or myself would have to moisturize our hair. We have different types of hair, so you have to moisturize it or keep it moisturized according to what type of hair you have.
No, beauty. I used to, maybe it's been a couple of years now, I used to color my beard, dye it, get a brush and everything and color my beard. And every time I did that, I liked the look, the dark black beard, Brian.
For one day?
No, not for one day. And it looked good for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. And then I would have to do it again, because if you don't keep doing it, then it starts to get a little gray on the outside of it. And it's just not as handsome a look to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking now, do I want to go back and do that again? Do I want to color my mustache and beard again to make myself look younger? I have crow's feet now, so to speak. I have crow's feet, so I look like I'm old enough to know what I'm talking about. Darkening this up means I'm young enough to still get it done. Oh, here comes our washing machine. A dishwasher, yeah.
Oh. Gotta tell girls to get the stuff out the dishwasher and get out of their way.
When we go down there, because I want to read them anyway.
So, Bill's Dr. Deborah says, Lisa, can you talk about your eye makeup? You do actually have a method, because I remember when you did mine for my book launch, but I forgot the order of the application. Good morning, Jacqueline. Actually, the method is dependent upon what look you're going for. So whenever I do eye makeup, the first thing that I do is eyebrows. And after getting the eyebrows the way that you want them, you need to decide whether or not you're going to do a smoky eye, a hooded eye, or a shaped eye, whatever the case might be. These, you will then choose the colors that coordinate with your skin tone, more importantly than what you have on. I often see sometimes people coordinating with their clothing. Good morning, Crystal. Thank you for joining. Some people coordinate with their clothing. You can put on a lipstick to coordinate with your clothing, and you can use a shade that coordinates with your clothing, but you don't want to wear an eye makeup necessarily that is a direct correlation of what your clothes are. But I mean, that's not my area of expertise. I happen to do it for myself and some of my friends, but that's it. And Bill, I agree with you. He says, Beverly, yes, I do. I also believe people bypass personal internal self work for physical beauty work. I absolutely agree. Um, I think people want everything to look well on the outside, and that sometimes we avoid the things that we really need to address, whether it's in our past, in our memories, in our um, lifestyle choices, or whether it's something that we currently do that is not necessarily a good habit for ourselves. Dr. Beverly says, I have a combo pack of hair up here. Not sure if it's 2, 3, or 4, A, B, or C, but I have a lot of curls. They're not kinky. Some part is wavy, the middle part is straight, and it's all mixed up. But I know my hair likes water. It loves Pantene shampoo, but I can't seem to get the moisturization going. I don't know about Pantene shampoo. I don't use store shampoos like that. I use a phosphate shampoo, something that doesn't strip, because because I bleach my hair, so I have to be conscientious about that. Combo hair makes sense. Most of us have combination hair, particularly if you have ethnic hair. 2, 3, or 4 doesn't necessarily go together. 2, 3, and 4 are very, very different. 2 is a loose wave, 3 is a little bit tighter wave, and 4 is a kinkier wave. A, B, and C is also the density and the texture and how much water your hair retains. If you can't seem to get the moisturization going, then you need to seal the moisture in while your hair is wet. Trying to add moisture to dry hair is like trying to hydrate the desert. So
Really?
you put while your hair is wet or damp, you don't use towels on your hair. You use like a t-shirt cloth or something like that on your hair.
What?
And you seal the moisture in with the proper leave-in conditioner, shea butters, or I want to say oils that is appropriate for the density of the hair and how you want to wear your hair.
What? Why not use a towel?
Because the towels actually break our hair. When it's wet, it's very, very vulnerable. And those terry cloth loopy things get caught in your hair and they break them off. That's how you get split ends. But when you use something that's more of a t-shirt material, it doesn't have those loopy ends. It will still dry it enough for you to put your stuff in it. And
all right,
there's a lot of, go to YouTube and watch
that's
somebody
true,
who has the hair closest to you.
George Allen, Chef Rev says, for your feet, wash them using a peppermint soap. Afterward, use shea butter and then wrap them in saran wrap. Put socks on for an hour overnight. Wow.
We've had the socks conversation. We've had the saran wrap conversation. And he acts like I'm trying to make a Christmas dinner in the bedroom whenever I mention to put those things on.
I don't want to put them on my feet.
So then why ask people for tips that you're not going to do?
That's not the point.
It is the point.
I might do it now. Maybe I will.
Because somebody else said it.
No, I've been adverse to wanting to wrap my feet in saran wrap. I don't want to do that. Just the thought of it. I don't want to put socks on at night. I sleep with.
See, thank you. This is who we need to have on to talk about hair and hair stuff. Jacqueline Rosier. That's what she does. She's been a cosmetologist for over 45 years. She still has her license. Self-care and beauty tips are things that she can talk to. So
I'm glad she's
feel
here.
free.
I wanted a professional in here too, but I do believe everybody has their own beauty tips if they're willing to share. That's all. That's what I believe. Okay. Sister Jacqueline, according to Jacqueline, yes, Lisa, most have combination hair texture. And so true about the towels. Self-care and beauty tips is my backyard. Cosmetologist for over 45 years and still has my license. Awesome. Awesome. Dr. Beverly. And I'm glad that you're here, Jacqueline. Dr. Beverly says, yes, thank you for that, Lisa. I do that. And when I tell you my hair drinks the moisture, I'm not sure exactly what type I have or of what things that I'm trying to see, which one I like. I use it for 3 months and then I go to something else. But I still haven't yet to find a moisturizer that actually keeps my hair moisturize without me walking around with a spring bottle of water on aloe vera juice with a little bit of conditioner and Jamaican black castor oil in it. So I'll keep working on it. Yeah, finding the right thing. And Shy Smith says, hey, Shy, we talking about self-care and beauty tips. Shy, do you have any self-care tips or suggestions? Do you have any beauty tips that work for you that you're willing to share with the room?
I think we need to have somebody on as a guest who has these areas of expertise, because I feel like I gotta pull this crap out of my behind.
Well, you could feel like that. So speaking of pulling stuff out, no, I ain't gonna.
Yay!
Shy says, "Oh, that's my area of expertise." So come on, Shy, share something with us. Share something. Give us a tip. You know, us in our age here.
Dr. Beverly, Jacqueline says, Brian, yes, people do have their own methods. However, there's always a better way. Dr. Beverly, I got you. Please call me. And she leaves her phone number. Your porosity just needs tweaking. Absolutely. Porosity needs tweaking. You need to know what kind of hair you have to put the right products into it. And then also what style you are endeavoring to do after you get those products in are going to be directly related to what it is that you put in your hair and on your hair.
Miss Phyllis is here. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Miss Phyllis has beautiful skin as well. Her beautiful skin and her gray hair. So Miss Phyllis, do you have any tips, your beauty tips or self-care tips that you're willing to share with the room?
That's right, Shy. She says Earthagy, the Earthagy line is all about DIY self-care solutions for all ages. We have categories for skincare and hair care. Amen.
Do it yourself. DIY. The Earthagy.
Was that the dishwasher people?
No, it was not. I mean, if it was, they did another dumb thing. They pulled into our neighborhood and just left.
Oh no!
They turned around and left. Okay, I had a phone call right before, and I thought it was some bull, and I called them back, and it was some bull. It was some foreign lady goes, "Is this Brian McNeill with Very Personal Sales Coaching?" Click, block, click and block. You know, we get those calls. I'm sure you get these calls too. No one on earth could possibly get as many as I do.
Okay, as many as you. Dr. Beverly says, my grandma used coconut oil to brush her teeth.
Really? Coconut oil to brush their teeth. Now, that's something I do because I'm a cigar smoker. I've kind of embraced the charcoal mouthwash. Okay, so after a stick, and if I'm really doing it right, my whole system includes finish my cigar and then take a chew stick, bite down the chew stick for like 10 or 15 minutes because I want fresh breath for my wife's sake. And then when I get upstairs, have charcoal mouthwash and then charcoal toothpaste and brush my teeth. And I feel like I get fresh breath from that. But even still, even if you do all of those things, you're going to have to do them again, you know, to keep your breath right. You got to keep it going to keep your breath right if you're going to smoke cigars as often as I do.
Thank you, Shy. Shy says, what is your first best friend? Tag team on what Chef Rev said. I'm so tired right now.
Really?
No, I'm tired of the topic.
Why?
I don't know why. I am. We already Phyllis said, thank you, LOL. I just use water on my face, and at times I deep clean it, and I use shea butter.
See, so that's kind of like what I used to thought my beauty tip was, just hot water on my face at night.
And mine is the opposite. It's only cold water. I do remove my makeup with a makeup remover, and then I use cold water.
Chef Rev also uses coconut oil to brush his teeth. Wow. So, see, these are beauty tips. These are secrets and beauty tips and self-care tips. I believe we all have some, especially if you're older than 21.
I think that I want to go back to what Bill says. I think that these are a lot of external self-care or beauty tips. And I think that there are
that matters too.
They do matter. They do matter. But I think that some self-care needs to be about caring for your body, caring for your mind, caring for your thoughts, caring for your surroundings. Like that self-care extends beyond just how I look, but it's how I present, how I feel, and what I think. Those things impact my care as well.
Miss Phyllis says, Brian, you don't have to wear a wrap. Use shea butter and coconut and cotton socks. Hello, okay. Y'all gonna cover my feet up and something. Okay.
I think that the wrap does help. It traps in the heat and it causes like a melting effect as well. But you don't have to. I don't fight you on it.
I'm saying we've never done it here. She suggested it for many years, actually.
Yeah, but I just stopped.
Oh,
No, I stopped. Witch hazel is a great inexpensive cleanser. Create a bedtime routine every night. Also, rest is your second best friend. I agree. Rest is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, body, and soul is self-care. Absolutely.
The senior couple goes to a marriage counselor, and she's like, I just can't be married to him anymore. And the guy's like, okay, so what's wrong? She goes, it's just all terrible. It's all terrible. He goes, what's wrong? She goes, it's terrible. He goes, well, wait a minute. Does he beat you up? She goes, no. I'm typically up, at least an hour before he gets out of bed. I'm up and doing my stuff before he even turns over, really. And he says, okay, well, do you have a grudge for anything? She goes, no, we don't have a grudge, but we have a carport. We don't have a grudge for anything, He says, okay. He says, well, do you ever wake up grouchy? She goes, no, I just let him sleep. I don't bother him, just let him sleep. He says, why do you want to get a divorce? She goes, he just doesn't know how to communicate.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm glad you find this so funny.
It is hilarious. He just doesn't know how to communicate.
Dr. Beverly says, okay, this is not only an empowerment duo show. What we learn how to power up our lives in the entrepreneurial arena, we are going to be looking good.
That's right.
It.
Miss Phyllis says, yes, the wrap, it traps in the moisture. That reminds me about what we did last night. Okay. Sister Jacqueline. Yes. I'm talking about the empowerment interview, baby. Dang. Yes, Lisa. I agree.
I never know where he's going.
Inner beauty is the true foundation for self-care and beauty. Peace of mind and joy is so important. LOL. Last night, Lisa and I were one of two couples. There were two couples on last night, and they had a fabulous host. Her name is Miss Keever, Coach Keever.
Yeah, Reverend Coach Keever.
Reverend Coach Keever. And we were being interviewed as power couples. She had two couples that she considered power couples. I'm not sure how we got involved with her or not, but we were on there last night as guests.
She'll be one of our guests, and you guys will get to meet her. She's really cool.
Now, it seemed to me that we were at least 10 years older than the other couple. Mm-hmm. And they were a power couple. They were nice people, and we're a power couple too. But one of the coolest things was she played a game with us. How well do you know your spouse? And I want you guys to know, Lisa and I really know each other well. We did good on the game. Stuff like, what is your wife's favorite color? Or she had to answer a question as if it was me. Okay. She did good and I did good too, man. We had a good time with that game.
It was a fun game. I have to admit it was a fun game. It was kind of like the
dating game.
The
newlywed game. It was like the newlywed game. Yep.
Oh, I like that. Dr. Deborah says, I have a candlelight shower to relieve stress. I like that. While diffusing lavender and frankincense, it always relaxes me. Absolutely. Ooh, that's beautiful.
See, now that's a self-care tip to me. A candlelit shower.
She only want to hear it from somebody else.
That's not
true.
Because
I spray
Stop saying that.
I spray our room
Stop
with
saying that.
lavender. I spray our pillows with lavender.
I don't want that on my side of the bed.
But let Chef Rev tell him you get a better sleep if you have. Dr. Deborah say you get a better sleep.
How can you say that?
If you have some lavender in
your room. How can you say that?
Then he's going to be, go get the ski. Go get the ski.
Go get the ski, baby. Really?
Whatever. Dr. Beverly says, Brian and Lisa, I believe that all of us here saw you two together first as power couples, and we decided to join you two to take on some of your power that you share with us and use it in our own lives. That's just how much we appreciate you. Amen. if I can say so far, everyone, but I'll see for myself first. Thank you. And that's my first shout out for Friday. Thank you
for that. And I really, really appreciate you, Dr. Beverly. And once again, I'm not trying to defer, and I'm willing to accept the kind words. I'm accepting the compliment, and I'm not trying to defer. But the show is awesome because of you guys.
Because of you. But are you accepting the open rebuke that if my suggestion has not been seconded by anybody else, in some cases, it does not carry any authority?
I'm not willing to accept it like that. Okay, I'm not. And I'm gonna tell you why not. Because you know your husband's natural style is participatory. I seek out counsel, I seek out advice, and I get a consensus, and then I decide. Okay. For example, if one of my dear friends, Pastor Kevin Webb, if Pastor Kevin Webb says something that might be good, I might still bounce off of Bill, and based upon Bill, Pastor Webb, and you, and my own thought and my own filters, then I'll decide on a different action. Okay. So for you to say that if you say it, I'm not going to accept it, I'm not willing to accept that.
Well, you don't have to accept it, because if it's something that I think is in our best interest, in everybody's best interest in our home, like putting essential oils on our pillows, then I'm going to do it. Ha ha.
Now, even though you know your husband's going to say, don't put that on my pillow, put that on your pillow.
And you say it every time, and then you say it, and you go,
it's not true.
Don't put that on my pillow, don't. Why you?
Nah, son, that's not what happens. That's not what happens.
Oh,
I changed the whole pillowcase. No, I don't do that either.
No, he doesn't.
Crystal Blake, what's up, girl?
It's not true.
Good morning, Crystal. How you doing?
Beverly says lavender on the pillow and a hint of vanilla puts him right to sleep and wakes him up hungry.
It does not
just for home baked vanilla cookies.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Two
She
my
believes
favorite.
lavender and a hint of vanilla put him to sleep and makes him wake up hungry. Okay, Sister Jacqueline, two of my favorite beauties must do. A drink is drinking enough water every day, and laughter.
Yeah,
I laugh out loud often.
Yes. Crystal says, sup, coach?
Crystal Blake is one of my current clients.
Yes.
She's actually enrolled in the Sales Confidence course. Yay. And they've just completed week number 3. It's a 5-week curriculum. Woo! So Monday will be week number 4.
Yes, that's right, Jacqueline. She's laughing and she says, right to sleep. Yes, he says, he comes in the room.
Oh, come on. You still going on this?
You spray that stuff? Spray that stuff on your pillow.
That's not true. Not true at all. Saying that's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not how
every
it
time.
Every time, really?
Every time.
Really,
every
Lisa?
Time.
Every time?
Yes, every
You're not
time.
exaggerating, huh?
I'm not exaggerating.
Yes, you are.
I'm not exaggerating.
Oh my gosh.
The lavender puts him to sleep. The eucalyptus is soothing. Sometimes I mix the two together, but sometimes I put lemongrass, which kind of is counteractive, but I like the smell of lemongrass, so it's relaxing for me.
So last night, Lisa and I were on this show. Started at, I think 7:30 is when it started.
Started at 7:30.
So it was like 8:30. It was like almost 9 when it was done. Okay, so I'm keyed up because we just got through being live and answering questions and giving tips and basically the premise of the show was how can you work together as a couple?
Yeah,
working together as a couple. So Lisa and I, we have some expertise in that. We've done it forever. So we talked about that a lot. So when it was over, my loving wife says, "Baby," because she knows we're hungry. We were terrible with our eating yesterday. We ate protein bars for breakfast. We had a real light lunch.
Yeah, like soup or something.
Like soup at around 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then we didn't eat anything until like 9. Neither one of us ate anything else the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's bad. Okay. We're not supposed to go space out our meals that long.
Yeah.
So
I did have a lot of water yesterday. I felt like I was sloshing.
So my loving wife says, "Baby, let's go out to eat." Because I was going to go down there and just scrounge and just eat some of anything. She goes, "No, baby, let's just go out and get something to eat." And even then, I was thinking, "No, man, I'm tired. I just want to get something and go home."
But I double enticed them. I said, "There is a football game on, isn't there?" And even though it's not a game that he was excited about, it could be bad freaking football, and he's still going to want to watch it. So I know that they have the football game playing at your table at the little restaurant that's around the corner from where we are. So we go out to dinner, and I let him eat football for dinner.
Well, it was. I thought it was a loving thing to do, but you're gonna take it away.
I love you. That's why I did
you taking it away.
I didn't take it away.
The only reason he did it is because of watching football.
No, that's not the only reason why you did it. That was how I enticed
my
you. My
wife wanted to go out. Is why I ultimately did it.
Amen.
We've been in the house all day long working, and I felt like my wife needed to get out of the house. That's why I decided to just instead of just pick up something, bring it back home. I was like, no, Lisa probably just needs to get out of the house and be in some atmosphere. That was ultimately why I decided to do that. Okay.
Hey, Melissa. Today is shouted out. Dr. Beverly says, Lisa, I bet if you just sprayed it on your side and you get up earlier than him in the morning, he'll be on your side of the bed smelling that pillow.
Melissa, I wish you was here earlier. We got ready to do greeting songs and greeting logos, but today we've been talking about self-care and beauty tips. What's your beauty tip, Melissa? What do you do to take care of Melissa? Is there anything that you have like that?
Anything that you do, and so I love carrots. I have to mind myself with carrots because yes, they're not green. Carrots.
Now Lisa is a carrotaholic. Oh my gosh! If we go out, they don't have carrots. It's a problem.
I can eat carrots by the crateful, but they are not as healthy as if it were something green.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's 9:50. We've done it before in 5 minutes.
Wow, I didn't realize that we had gone through this much self-care.
Because you love this topic.
Not so much.
Yes, you do.
Not so much.
Go to the top.
I am. Jacqueline says, make sure that you're living with and please wear your 3 favorite colors often. I do color workshops and colors have so much energy. Amen.
Interesting.
Beverly said carrots and corn. Yes,
but
those
corn
are my
has
2
no
favorite
nutritional value.
vegetables.
Melissa, sorry I'm late. I was working and lost track of time. A good bath with some essential oils, Epsom salts, and flowers are good for self-care and beauty. Yes. Wonderful. Epsom salt, that's a name you don't hear people.
That's a blast from the past.
People don't throw that around.
I know.
Charles Smith says, reading something new helps expand my imagination and adds to my self-care, especially inspiring reads. Let's go to the top, please.
Absolutely. I'm going to shoot up to the top. We're going to get done as many as we can. As many as we can. Do them all. Dr. Beverly was first.
Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Chef Rev is here. Why must I eat like that? Why not hire Chef Rev?
He puts the good food in me.
Not. Good morning, Chef Rev. Brother William Brown is here.
We're going fast, y'all.
Good morning to our friend Bill.
This song makes you slow down.
Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning, Brother William Brown. Dr. Deborah Dustin is here.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Dr. Beverly wants you to text her a phone number for something. Scroll.
Okay. We gotta go. We got Bill. We got Beverly. We got Chef Rev. Come on, where we got Dr. Deborah? I know I saw. Oh, Jacqueline.
According to Jacqueline, go ahead.
Jacqueline Rosie, pretty little girl that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you are mine.
Good morning, Sister Jacqueline Rosier. We got Sister Shy Smith. And when she sees your face, there's not a thing that she would change, 'cause Shy will accept you just the way you are. Now, Crystal Blake, if you don't know what the heck is going on right here, this show's been going on since October 2016. That's right, 5 years now. And some of these people are consistent contributors. Some of these people have been rocking with us for years, and we thank them. And we thank them with greeting songs and greeting logos. Like Miss Phyllis has a greeting logo. Miss Phyllis is here, so clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Absolutely.
Melissa Price.
Melissa.
Boom, 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 boom. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price.
Absolutely. I have
another self-care tip.
What?
Is to have hope.
Hope.
Have something to look forward to. Have an opportunity for a greater end. Hope takes care of yourself.
Yeah, hope definitely brings out some good stuff in us because it leads to something. Even I think even as I think about vacations, right? Sometimes the planning and anticipation of the vacation is even better than the actual vacation.
Something to anticipate, look for, hope for, helps you to take care of yourself. Sister Jacqueline says,
Dr. Beverly, I just wanted to get that phone number for you. It's 60.
Wait. You had it on the screen. I was trying to read it.
We already read it.
I didn't read it.
Yes, you did.
Brian, yes, people do have their own methods. However, there's always a better. Oh, we did read that. Yes, okay. And here's the phone number. Do you see it, Dr. Beverly? Hopefully you do.
602-633-1555 is the number, as I will forget to send it after the show. And I want to make
Lisa wants to remind everyone, before Lisa does, don't forget to have sex. Post these hashtags.
Yes, hashtag don't forget to have sex. Make sure that you post it. Did we sing Melissa's song just now?
We did. I just did it with enthusiasm.
I did
and you sang Jacqueline Rosier's song too.
Oh, Jacqueline. Oh, Tuesday. Tuesday is Women Empowerment Networks and Male Empowerment Networks at 7 p.m. Eastern. Ladies, we're looking forward to hearing you, meeting you, celebrating you. There is no cost to attend Women Empowerment Networks. It is all about the fellowship and getting together to support one another in life and business. You are welcome to attend.
Crystal says, this is hilarious. I love it.
Just go to womenempowermentnetworks.com to register.
Amen. Crystal's in a funny class with me. She's the only person in the class that's part of the contiguous United States.
Oh.
Everyone else is either in Great Britain or Australia.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And Jacqueline, she says, when? Yay, excited. Make sure that you invite a friend. Bring someone along virtually that has not had a supportive group of mature women in their lives before. Their life will change. I promise you. I look forward to it. And
this is Friday.
It is Friday.
The weekend.
Yes.
End your week.
Make sure that you end your week with some recreation.
Recreation this weekend.
Absolutely. And of course, don't forget to have sex.
See you Monday, Crystal. And send me your updates.